Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to start the new topic that is the dot product. Now, there are the two words. One is dot and the another one is product. The product refers to the multiplication in mathematics and the dot it is nothing but the full stop. So dot product it is all about when we multiply two vectors and the answer would be the scalar quantity. So these type of multiplication are known as the dot product multiplication, and for that we put a dot between two vectors. Let's suppose we have a and b vector, and I am interested to multiply these two vectors. So if I multiply these two vectors and the answer would be the scalar quantity. So this type of multiplication are known as the dot product or scalar product multiplication. And the C here, it is nothing but the scalar quantity. And for dot product or scalar product multiplication, we put a dot between these two vectors. So the real life examples of the dot product multiplication, it is nothing but the work. Same case for power. Because the formula of work, it is nothing but W, which is equal to force into displacement. Force itself the vector quantity as well as displacement itself the vector quantity. So if force and displacement multiply each other, so we get the work. And similarly, power which is equal to force dot velocity. Force and velocity itself the vector quantity. Now, the basic formula of dot product, it is nothing but A dot B which is equal to AB cos of theta. A is the vector, B is the vector. And this A and this B, it is nothing but the magnitude of that particular vectors. And the theta present here, it is basically the angle between the A vector and the B vector, and it is nothing but the mutual angle. But wait, what is meant by a mutual angle? Mutual angle means this angle is measured through the tails of the two vectors. So it is nothing but the tail to tail angle. And we know that the tail to tail angle are always equal to the head to head angle. Now, let's see more about the dot product. Now, the use of dot product to solve the question, it is nothing but if the question demands us that to find out the angle between two vectors, any two vectors. So we use the dot product and we use this formula to find out the angle between two vectors. As well as if we are interested to find out the projection of A vector onto the direction of B vector. So we use the dot product formula again. And let's suppose if we are going to find out the projection of A vector onto the direction of B vector, so it can be written as A dot B, which is equal to AB B cos of theta. This AB represents the projection of vector A onto the direction of vector B. And similarly, if we are interested to find out the projection of vector B onto the direction of vector A, so we again use this formula. And this formula can be written as A dot B, which is equal to BA into cos of theta. And the theta present here, it is nothing but the 0 degree and cos 0 which is equal to 1. Same case for the above expression. The theta present here, it is nothing but the 0 degree. But why? Why the theta present here, it is nothing but the 0 degree? Because both vectors are aligned into the same direction. That's why the theta becomes 0 and cos 0, 1. So this is basically the projection. As well as if we are talking about the properties of the dot product, so we know that these two properties are very much important for solving the questions of dot product, and it is I dot I, which is equal to j dot j, which is equal to k dot k, or always equal to 1. And another one is I dot j, which is equal to I dot k, which is equal to j dot k, or equal to 0. Because the dot product are only valid if the angle between two vectors is 0 degree or 180 degree, or we can say in another terms, it is the if the two vectors are parallel or anti-parallel to each other, so the dot product is valid. But if the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, so the dot product is vanish. So this is the little introduction of the dot product, and if you want the detailed introduction of the dot product, please subscribe it. Now, let's try some example problems. So, in this question, the question demands us that you are going to find out the angle theta, and theta, it is the angle between the F vector and the pipe segment BA. And also you are going to find out the projection of vector F along this segment. Which segment? The BA segment. Now, just look at the diagram. This is basically our A point, this is basically our B point, and this is basically our C point. The question demands us that you are going to find out the angle between the BA segment and the force F vector. The B present here, it is nothing but our initial point, and the A present here, it is nothing but our final point. So the position vector of BA segment can be drawn like this. This is basically the position vector of the BA segment. And the force F is basically along the BC segment. If you see the equation diagram, this is basically our force F, and it is along the BC segment. So the position vector of this segment can be drawn like this. This is basically our BC segment, and it is RBC, and this one become RBA. So instead of finding out the angle between the F vector and the BA segment, we are going to find out the angle between the BA segment and the BC segment, which is same as the F vector and the BA segment. So our first step is to write down the locations of every single point present in our diagram. Let's talk about the A point first. So the A point is basically lie on the y-axis only, and this 1 foot distance are considered to be the y value present in point A, and it is basically positive 1 foot because this distance is indicated on the right hand side. So the location of point A can be written as 0, 1, 0 foot, because A point is basically lie on the y-axis only. So the point A is basically lie on the y-axis only. It means that there is no value of x and z present in point A. Now similarly, let's find out the location of point B. So point B is basically lie on the space. It means that there is value of x, y and z present in point C. So this 1 foot and this 2 foot, it is basically the y value present in point B. Similarly, this 2 foot distance are considered to be the x value present in point B, and this 1 foot distance are considered to be the z value present in point B. And this 1 foot distance is basically lie vertically downward. So that's why this 1 foot distance are considered to be the negative z value present in point B. So the position of point B can be written as B bracket 2, 3, -1 foot. This is basically the location of point B. Now, let's find out the location of point C. So point C is basically lie on the x-axis only. So this 2 foot distance are considered to be the x value present in point C, and y and z value is 0 present in point C. So the location of point C can be written as C bracket 2, 0, 0 foot. This is basically the location of point C. Now let's find out the position vector of BA and BC. So RBA, which is equal to RA minus RB. Now the location of RA is nothing but 1J, and the location of RB, it is nothing but 2I cap, positive 3J cap, negative K. So multiply negative to the individual unit vector present here. So it will become 1J with negative 2I with negative 3J with positive K. So 1J with negative 3J. So it will become the negative 2J. So the position vector of RBA is nothing but RBA, which is equal to negative 2I with negative 2J with positive K foot. This is basically the position vector of RBA. Now let's finding out the position vector of RBC. Now the position vector of RBC is RBC, which is equal to RC minus RB. The location of RC, it is nothing but 2I cap, and the location of RB, it is nothing but 2I cap with positive 3J with negative K. So again, multiply negative to the individual unit vector present here. So 2I cap with negative 2I with negative 3J with positive K. So the positive 2I will get cancelled out from the negative 2I. So the position vector of RBA is nothing but negative 3J with positive K foot. Now let's find out the magnitudes of these position vector. So the RBA magnitude, which is equal to under root x square plus y square plus z square. X is nothing but the 2 square, y is nothing but the 2 square, and z is nothing but the 1 square. So if you are worrying about why I don't write it down the negative 2i and negative 2j here, because the square of this 2 will convert automatically the negative sign into positive sign. So that's why no need to write it down. So the magnitude of RBA, it is nothing but the 3 foot. Similarly, the magnitude of RBC, it is nothing but RBC magnitude, which is equal to under root x square plus y square plus z square. There is no value of x present in RBC. It is nothing but 3 square with positive 1 square, because that is 1. So the magnitude of RBC, 3.16 foot. Now we are going to find out the angle between the F vector and the pipe segment BA. Whenever we are going to find out the angle between the two vectors, we have to apply the dot product formula here. And the formula of dot product, it is nothing but A dot B, which is equal to AB cos of theta. And theta, it is the angle between the A vector and the B vector. So cos theta, which is equal to A dot B upon AB. So let's suppose A vector, it is basically our RBA vector, and the B vector, it is nothing but our RBC vector. So the value of RBA, it is nothing but negative 2i, negative 2j with positive k. So negative 2i, negative 2j with positive k and dot, and the value of RBC, it is nothing but negative 3j with positive k. So it will become negative 3j with positive k divided by A magnitude and B magnitude. So the magnitude of RBA, because in our case A is basically the RBA. So the magnitude of RBA, it is nothing but the 3, and the magnitude of RBC, it is nothing but 3.16. So similarly, multiply I with I, J with J, and K with K. So in this expression, there is unit vector I present here. But in this expression, the green one, there is no the unit vector I present here. So it means that you don't multiply I with individual unit vector there. So neglect this 2i cap. Similarly, negative 2j with negative 3j. So it will become negative 2 into negative 3 and j dot j with positive sign. Similarly, positive k with positive k. So this will become positive k dot positive k divided by A magnitude, that is 3, and divided by B magnitude, that is 3.16. So negative 2 into negative 3, so it will become positive 6. And j dot j, it is basically the 1, and k dot k is also 1. So it will become 6 plus 1 divided by 3 into 3.16. So it will become 9.48. So 6 plus 1, which is equal to 7, divided by 9.48. So shift cos to the opposite side, so that it will become theta, which is equal to cos inverse 7 upon 9.48. So cos inverse 7 divided by 9.48, so you will get 42.40 degree. So 42.40 degree, it is the angle between the RBA vector and the RBC vector. Or you can say that the 42.40 degree, it is basically the angle between the pipe segment BA and the force vector, that is F. So this is our first step. Our second step is you have to find out the projection of F along this segment. Which segment? The BA segment. And it is nothing difficult. So how can we find it out? Now our second part is to find out the projection of F along this segment. Which segment? The BA segment. So the formula of finding out the projection can be written as A dot B, which is equal to AB into B into cos of theta. And theta, it is basically the angle between the A vector and the B vector. Both the vectors are lying into the same direction. So that's why theta, which is equal to 0 degree, and cos 0, which is equal to 1. So A dot B, which is equal to AB into B. This is basically the formula for finding out the projection of A vector onto the direction of B vector. So first of all, in the question statement, there is the magnitude form of force which already given to us. And our first step is to convert this force into the Cartesian form. So this force is basically lie on the BC segment. So multiply the BC unit vector into this force so that you can get to your form or the Cartesian form of the force vector. So we know that the vectorial form of force which is equal to the magnitude form of force into the unit vector. And the unit vector in this case, it is nothing but the BC segment. So the magnitude form of force according to the question statement, it is nothing but the AT. So AT into unit vector, and unit vector, it is nothing but the vector upon magnitude. And the vector, it is nothing but the RBC upon RBC magnitude. And the RBC vector, it is nothing but the negative 3j with positive k. So it will become negative 3j into positive k divided by its magnitude. So it is 3.16. So multiply 80 to the individual unit vector present here. So it will become 80 into negative 3 and divided by 3.16. So you will get negative 75.94 j cap. And similarly, 80 into 1 and divided by 3.16. So it will become positive 25.316 k cap pound. Now, we get the vectorial form of force. So we easily find out the projection of F vector along the BA segment. So A, it is basically our the force F, and B, it is nothing but our the RBA. And FBA, which we are going to find out, and RBC, it is basically our the B vector magnitude. So putting all the values into this expression, so it will become negative 75.94 J with positive 25.316 k cap into negative 2i with negative 2j with positive k into FBA, which we are going to find out, into RBA vector magnitude, and it is nothing but the 3. So again, multiply j with j and k with k, because in this expression there is no value of I vector present here. So neglect this negative 2i here. So negative 75.94 into negative 2 dot j with positive sign 25.316 into positive 1 k cap k dot k, which is equal to FBA into 3. So negative 75.94 into negative 2, so it will become positive 151.88. And similarly 25.316 into 1, and it is remain same, that is 25.316. And j dot j and k dot k are always equal to 1, which is equal to FBA into 3. So 151.88 with positive 25.316, so we will get 177.196, which is equal to FBA into 3. So FBA, which is equal to 177.196 divided by 3. So if you divide 177.196 with 3, so you will get 59.06 pound. So we successfully find out the projection of vector F along the BA segment. And if you understand this problem, so you will understand all the problems present in the RC Hibbeler 14 edition. Now, your question has been solved and your concept too. So please like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends too. Jazakallah. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.